Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now.
What up, Esther fam and girl and boys? I'ma tell y'all what happened. Well, most importantly to my ladies, be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful out there because unfortunately it's really some creepy people out there, and I'm not here for it, you know. So I was walking to Dollar General. Y'all know the usual. I was walking to Dollar General. Let me make this quick because my daughter's home from school and she likes to be loud. I was walking to Dollar General, and I went in there for one thing or whatever, barbecue sauce. I went in there for a barbecue sauce, and I was out. I noticed, you know, I scan things very quickly. You understand? Like, you know how you're not really focused on one thing or one person, but you scan your area. Like, you look to the left, to the right, to the up, to the down, to the side, to the front, to the back. So I did my scan, you know, like the machine I am. I did my scan. So I noticed a guy standing in front of the door of Dollar General. You know, he looked kind of like dusty, dirty, whatever. It is what it is. And you know, he had like a weird look in his eye. So I scanned him very quickly. Like, you look somebody over very quickly before I left out the door. I noticed he didn't have no bag. You're not online, you're not buying stuff, you're just standing by the door. And then he has a very direct look in his face, like, I'm like, well, damn, bitch, what the fuck? Fuck, I got something on my face, like. So I'm like, maybe he just weird. People are weird around females that are pretty, that are beautiful. You understand? I don't pay it no fucking mind. So I'm like, let me get the fuck out of here. I got my sauce. Let me go. So, okay, I left. I'm like, he look a little crazy. Kept it in the back of my mind. I'm walking. He ends up riding past me on the bike. He says, excuse me, sidewalk is small. So, you know, people say, excuse me, appreciate the manners. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to invest in that too much. Because, yeah, the sidewalk is small. You understand? So he riding past on the bike. But then when I look, you know, when you walking, you look up, down, around. Like I just said, you look all over the place. So when I'm walking to go ahead to the next block ahead of me, he stopped in the middle of the block. So when I look up, he was standing there, and it's a big tree in the middle of the sidewalk. So he wasn't in the street, and you can't see him if you're on the left. If you're on the sidewalk across the street, you wouldn't be able to see him. You understand? You have to be in that block to see him, because you could probably be blocked out by the cars that's parked and by the tree. So listen to everything I'm saying, how perverts really shield themselves in certain type of situations so that the person that they're trying to harm, or how do you say, or be weird to, I don't know how to really say it, is the one that's seeing them. So when I look up, he's standing there just exposed. And I'm not standing there just exposed. And I'm not talking about taking a piss or something, because people pee on the outside, whatever. But he wasn't to the angle. He wasn't facing the tree. He was in the middle of the block. The tree here, him in the middle of the block, and him just standing there, holding and exposing himself, looking at me straight in the eyes, like as if to say, like, this for you. Because let's rewind. You know how you're not really focused on one thing or one person, but you scan your area, like you look to the left, to the right, to the up, to the down, to the side, to the front, to the back. So I did my scan, you know, like the machine I am. Don't you think it's weird? In the store, didn't buy nothing, standing there, leaves right after I leave, ride passes me, full speed, regular speed, whatever, but you still just stopped right in the middle of the block, expose yourself. And me, I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking forward to look up to see the next block I'm continuing to, and you're right there just exposed. And when you see that I see you, You don't look embarrassed or nothing like you was about to pee or anything like that, or even just doing your own little weird thing in the middle of the block, which is fucking disgusting. When you see that I see you, you give me a look straight in the eyes like this. So I'm like, okay, I don't have time for this. I just ran to Dollar General for a sauce. I don't want to be bothered with none of y'all perverted, dirty selves. So immediately I'm like, oh my God. So then I cross the street to the left. I see a crazy homeless man. I'm like, what the fuck? I just came for a barbecue sauce from the store. Why y'all out here like this? I was like, thank God, you know, I'm good and I'm okay. And it wasn't a teenage girl or a kid coming from school just going to the store really quick and had to see that. Mind you, this happened to me when I was a kid too. To me when I was a child, when I was in elementary school. So it's too, I was on my way to school. I was in elementary school, so you know I'm very, very young. I'm on my way to school. I saw a man. He was on a bike, pulled out his private, and just started itching it. You got crabs, first of all. But second of all, started itching it and then said, oh, I'm sorry about it. I can't, like literally, this is why I feel so sad, because kids and stuff go through traumatic things. But you see how I remember this shit? I'm about to be, well, that ain't your business how old I'm about to be. Okay? In the summertime, my birthday. But listen, look how I'm a grown-ass woman now, and I remember something from 8, 9 years old. I was walking to school. I always used to cut through the school. You got to cut through this big park or whatever to get to my school. Walking, the man on the bike, he pulls up, pulls out his thing, started scratching it. You could clearly tell I'm a kid. I'm 8 or 9. Scratching it. He says, oh my God, sorry about that. You want to touch it? And I just ran. Like, I'm a child, so I don't know to run the opposite way. Mind you, I could have went the opposite way back home, but I ran like past him straight to school. He was on a bike, God forbid. You get what I'm saying? So it was like a repeat of that all over again. And this guy was on a bike. So 30 years later, you want to play with me like that. You get what I'm saying? So the traumatic thing that happened, that you know, it's still traumatic. Thank God I was okay, because people deal with much worse. But that still shouldn't have happened to me when I was 8. And again in my 30s. So just be careful out there. But yeah, that happened to me literally yesterday. So you know, just be as safe as y'all can be. And it's very weird people out here, unfortunately, and it's very important to be careful. You understand what I'm saying? It's very important to be careful, because people are weird and they're sick. And you know, if you see this, just use this video as a constant reminder to send your loved ones out love. You know, I write my niece, not every day, you know, I should write her more, but every time she come to mind, I'm like, baby girl, have a good day, please be safe, pay attention to your surroundings. Like, everything I go through, I try to make it a testament to be vocal and just reach out and give people love or extra blessings, or be like, be careful, because you know this is going on, whatever. I try my best. I'm not perfect, but you know, use this video as a reminder just to check on your loved ones. If you see they call you, make sure that you answer, because you never know what it could be, just to make sure they're good. And if you know it's just something they want to chat about and you don't have the time, tell them you'll call them back. But if sometimes people are calling you because they just want to let people know about their surroundings and let them know what's going on, that something weird is going on. And at that moment, the first thing I did was cross the street, because I just thought quick on my feet. I said to myself, okay, if I cross the street, it's people on that other sidewalk. I'm not going to walk down the block that the guy was on. I didn't want to cut to the right, because he could have easily followed me and it was nobody on those blocks. You understand what I'm saying? So I did that. Then I saw another man walking. So I tried to like stay close to the other man, because he looked pretty regular, I guess. So I was just like, and I knew a gas station was coming up. The store was coming up, because I was coming up close to my house. I really didn't want the person to know where I lived. So I tried to like, you know, just pay attention. I don't know where he had went for a minute. But then when I got to my block, he was on the block, on the bike, and I should have called the cops, but next time I see him, I am calling the cops. And he was on my block, but he was in the street riding the bike. So when I was at the beginning of my block, I waited till I saw him disappear, and then I walked down my block, because I did not want him to see where I'm entering or where I live. But it's kind of scary, because it's like, you was in Dollar General. Then it make me think, did you see me go in there and was watching me and went in there because you saw me? You understand what I'm saying? Like, did you go in there because you saw me, because you didn't buy shit, and then you left out right after me? So you got to think about all these things. So my thing is just use this video as a message to please be careful. I am going to give me some pepper spray, because I'm going to pepper spray these hoes. Like, y'all not about to do me out here. But yeah, just use this video as a reminder to please be careful, especially, I don't care who you are, woman, man, kids, whatever. Just use this video to keep a reminder to reach out to people that you know that always travel. But it's just important to be careful in general, because look at me, I wasn't going out to a party, I wasn't doing none of that. I'm just going to the store, and look at what happened right there. You get what I'm saying? So if you see your friends or family call you, or even if you know they traveling, make it a vocal thing to them and be like, let me know when you there. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to remind people to let you know that they're good. And, you know, maybe they would just make it their business to call you while they're walking. You know, even if they don't say it, be like, oh, girl, well, I know you're going out to a party this day. So call me, you know, while you're traveling. Let me know when you're there. Pin your location. Like, they could tell you, but they can tell you that as well. Like, girl, pick up because I'm walking. I want to make sure I'm good. And you can also offer it as well if you know that somebody close to you is going to be hanging out late, or they just going to be traveling in general. Just offer, like, girl, if you going to the store, you know, you could call me. Because I was calling people. One of my friends picked up. So thankfully she picked up. I just let her know aware of the situation and let her know what's going on. Because you got to let somebody know what's going on. So as soon as you feel uncomfortable, I feel like the best thing you could do is pick up that phone. You know, go to an area where there are people that are walking around active. Go towards that area. Don't go down the same block as the person that looks weird or off. Don't try to, you know, cut a different way if that area does not have people. Don't let them see exactly where you're going if you can. You know, think quick on your feet. Or even if you come out of a store and, like, for instance, I was a block away from the General. I didn't think about it then, but now I'm thinking about it. I should have turned around and went back in Dollar General. You understand? Like, I'll go back in the motherfucking store. You get what I'm saying? Because, of course, the store has employees and people. You get what I'm saying? So, but I did what I thought was best for that moment. But I'm just saying, use this message as a video to just be careful. Check on your loved ones. Remind them to be safe. Tell them to pin their location. You know, have these talks with your kids to watch their surroundings or anything weird. If they feel suspect, go inside of a store, go inside of a place where there's a lot of people, because unfortunately there's a lot of sick people out here. But if I do see that motherfucker again, I'm calling the police on your nasty stinking ass. But yeah, that is what happened to me. Y'all the best, and God bless. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I don't know if y'all want to share y'all traumatic experiences. Y'all don't have to, but if you do and you're open to talk to it, you could comment down below, or whatever you want to say down below. If you got ideas for more videos, then put that there. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, stuff, fam.